Using the Tabs Map Creator update, I've downloaded a bunch of your World War I trench maps, and now I'm going to give them a rating. Let's begin. And first to the chopping block, let's go. Okay, so actually straight away, not looking bad. I like the explosion effects. I'll tell you what, actually, there's a lot going on here. The trenches are quite shallow, and there's a bunch of sandbags. There's craters with water, there's some ruined buildings, and then there's a little bit of a cliff structure at the back of the map, overlooking the trenches. So, first impressions on this map are, it's quite good, but let's play it and find out. So, I'm gonna stick a bunch of men all over the map, and we're gonna see how good the AI is at navigating it. I'm just gonna scatter a bunch of guys over here. Now for the British, let's get some, in some of the, areas that you need to defend, and see if the AI can get past them, all the way up here. Can they get up there? Okay, so we've dumped a bunch of Ottomans on this side of the map. The majority of them are gonna be holding bayonets, and they're going to be attacking the British on the other side of the map. Now, what we want to find out is, does the pathfinding on this map actually work? Well, let's start the battle and get an answer to that question. So far, so good, actually. They're going around the sandbags here. But they are going down into the hole. I suppose that's not too much of a problem, to be fair. What about this area here? Have they figured out how to get inside? Yes, they have. They're not just running into the walls. Look at that. They're actually going around. I think the Tabs AI must have been updated for this update. Okay, rip that guy. Let's see what else the British have got here. They're actually moving up against the sandbags, which is actually quite cool because they get stuck, but they get stuck in a good way, if that makes any sense. You kind of want them to stay there. Okay, it looks like the British are winning this, but we need to test all the units up here to see if they can get up there. So if I take control of this guy, I think I can help thin the crowd. Die. This is way more fun than it should be. The effects on the battlefield actually definitely complement the battle. It looks like there's artillery going off all the time. Okay, let's see what they can do. Okay, they've actually avoided the big... Oh, that guy didn't rip. Oh, these guys are in for a pretty rough time. He's about to get a bayonet through the face. Goodbye. Okay, what we wanted to see is, does the pathfinding allow the Ottomans to get all the way up the top? Oh, they might actually be coming round this way. And yes, it does look like they can get up there. So the map is functional. Is this guy gonna get stuck? No, he's not. He's gonna actually charge right into the... Oh my god, that was actually savage. Wow. Okay, who have we got left for the British? We've got these three defenders down here. Now, this is a little bit more interesting. When the trenches are this deep, it makes for some more interesting points in a battle. That would be one of my criticisms of the rest of the area. The trenches are really, really shallow in some points. Oh, hold on a second. I did not see this happening. The Brits have sallied forth, but I don't feel like that was gonna be a good decision, lads. There we go. Okay, so my thoughts on this World War I map. There's a lot going on. The pathfinding works. There's nothing specifically wrong with it. I'm just not 100% sure on the detailing and the aesthetic. For example, the trenches just feel a little bit too kind of, I don't know. And they kind of feel like pathways, not trenches. Look at this. So let's come up with a rating for this map. We're gonna rate it out of 5. Now, I don't really want to give it a 4 because it's just kind of like it works and there's nothing specifically wrong with it, but it just doesn't look amazing. It doesn't massively impress me. So let's give this a 3 out of 5. Next up is World War I Plastic Scot. This has actually been made for me for a map review that I'm going to do tomorrow. So if you want to see more Tabs Map Creator gameplay, maps, battles, all the keywords for the algorithm, then hit that subscribe button. I'm hoping this one's gonna be good because it was made... Ooh, okay. The aesthetic is really nice. I really like the aesthetic of it, but something that I immediately noticed straight away. Hovering planks. Now, I know that's really pedantic of me, but look at these ones here. I mean, come on. Come on. That's something that immediately I noticed. The aesthetic, the look, and the feel of the map is better than the last one, because the last one was just, I don't know, there was just a bit too much going on. So in terms of visual appeal, I would say yes, but then I'm sorry, but I just can't get over that. That is so jarring. And then little things like this, yeah, okay, there's a lot to criticize on this map. What the hell is this, for starters? Overall, the aesthetic is good, but the detailing is not. But as ever, let's load up a battle and see how it performs. So let's get the French on the left-hand side of the map, and we'll put down a couple of, like, bigger units this time as well. Cavalry charge on the right-hand... in fact, actually, cavalry will be a really good way of kind of gauging the pathfinding because, well, it's totally accurate battle simulator, and the cavalry mechanics suck. But in a good way. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I'm not going to try and be tactical about it. Let's just... Way! Oh, one's on top. Good luck getting down there, mate. And I guess we should have some range in there so they don't just get glacked. Okay, so the battle lines have been set. The last map got a 3 out of 5. Let's see how this one does. Begin! Okay, so the cavalry charging down the middle. Again, the overall aesthetic on this map is definitely better. And oh my god, that was absolutely savage. Yeah, it appears like the guy who was on top of the tower did fall to his death. Actually, I tell you what, the lighting on this map is actually quite nice as well. I'm definitely enjoying spending time on this map more than I did on the other one. Maybe that's just because we got a pile of bodies, and you know me, I like a pile of bodies. Okay, so I have freed the French soldiers from their stay banners. Let's see how they do. Come on, boys, get in there. Oh my god, there's even more piles of bodies. Yeah, the lighting on this map is really good. I know there were some big obvious mistakes on this map, but I'll be honest, I'm definitely enjoying it more than the last one. Go on, get him, son. There we go. Nice. Let's see, is there one more guy cowering at the back of the map? Come on. There we go. So, what do we think of this map? I would love to give this map a 4 because, you know, the pathfinding works, everything works as intended, and aesthetically it does look good, but there's just some really rookie basic mistakes. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Although special recognition for the pile of bodies. 3.1. It's beginning to occur to me that I'm probably not going to get through all of these maps, right? Well, we'll give it a try. World War I trenches. This one looks nice. Okay, it does look good. 2 strong trenches with craters and features and dead trees in the middle. Some woods kind of placed in here. Yeah, it kind of works. It kind of, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Let's look at the other side again. Maybe a little bit more of an obvious ramp out, but that's really picking at hairs here. Also, a big feature up here, which is just going to make the battle a little bit more interesting. Ah, nice. Did you watch my World War I tutorial talking about how to make a map? Because this looks inspired by that. It's good. You never want your map to just be all the units on this side and all the units on this side just run in the middle. Like, you want to create things that are going to make the maps a little bit more dynamic and interesting. For example, a hill and like a secret passage. For example, you could do a choke point in here. You could just do a lot of interesting things with it. So far, this one like looks the best to me of all the ones we've seen so far. I guess the important bit is, does it actually work? Okay, so I think we just go for like a melee-only battle here. Let's just make this a messy fight in the middle. And again, we'll just kind of spam a bunch more units around there. Honestly, I don't even care if they're on trees or drowning. Rip that guy. I've just seen this poor, unfortunate soldier. You know what, actually? Screw it, I'm gonna leave him. And here we go. British on the left, French on the right. Let's begin the trench charge. Yeah, this map just looks way more compelling. Immediately more interesting than the last 2. Okay, let's see who wins. So far, all the pathfinding appears to be working as intended. Even down here, through the tunnel, look at this. The boys are, I mean, they're having a little bit of a hard time getting through there. Come on. Hey, there we go. They're going through the trenches. They're not really, I mean, they're getting stuck on the occasional object and each other. But overall, it's working pretty nicely. I mean, look at this. They even managed to get all the way back there and just bodied the last French unit. Rip that guy. Yeah, so I've got to say, of all the World War I maps we've done so far, well, all 2 of them, this is definitely the best one. It doesn't knock my socks off, so I'm not gonna give it a 5, but we are going to give this map a 4 out of 5. Okay, next up is World War I Western Front Trenches 3. He's done 3 of these. Wow, let's begin. Okay, so initial impressions are, I mean, it's a pretty big map. Ooh, if we want to go full history nerd, do you know what? Like, you wouldn't have long trenches like that. The reason is because if you can imagine one guy got into this trench all the way down here with, I don't know, like a Vickers machine gun, he could kill, well, hundreds of men. So the trenches are never that straight. They're always like kind of like a little bit zigzagged like this. So that's me really picking at hairs though. But again, it just doesn't quite. It's not got the same level of polish here, to be honest. I mean, don't know what happened with that one. I mean, the actual, like the ground itself is like a good color. They've done really well to get that kind of browny color there. I like the rain and the nighttime. And even though it's rainy and nighttime, the lighting still seems to be pretty good. There's the occasional bit of fire. There's some features dotted around the map. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel. I don't know. Let's just play a battle, see how the pathfinding works, then we will make a judgment. Okay, so this time what we have got is we've got the Ottomans on the left defending with riflemen and the French on the right charging with bayonets and cavalry. So, let's begin the battle. I think that some of these units are going to get stuck. I think the pathfinding might not work for some of these units. Okay, it's kind of working. I've got to admit, the trenches are maybe a little bit too shallow in points for my liking here. Like to the point where they provide absolutely no functional cover whatsoever. The cavalry is actually not doing too badly here. But again, like the waterlogged trench going out, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, this has not got the same level of polish as the last map. Not even close. That Ottoman somehow still alive. What? How is he still alive? Bro, he doesn't look particularly confident, but then again, look who's fighting him. Let's see how long he can survive for. I actually have no idea what's happening right now. How is he not dead yet? Oh my god. Has he died? There we go. He's finally died. I was gonna say, man, that was ridiculous. There we go. The cavalry take down the last remaining unit. So, let's have a quick look at the pathfinding. Did anyone get stuck at the back of the map? Okay, so it looks like nothing. And yeah, nobody got stuck at the back of the map. So the pathfinding works, but I'm not that impressed with the map, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one... I think a 2 is too harsh. A 2 is too harsh. But screw it. You're getting a 2. 2 out of 5. Moving on. Next up, World War I trenches. The thumbnail for this is pretty cheeky. I like it. Right. Okay, so initial impressions. It's good. It's very good. No Man's Land looks hectic and chaotic. The trenches look a little bit more natural. The trees in the middle are all dead with rocks. There's also water in the bottom of the pits. There seems to be quite a lot of areas to actually hold and defend, and then there's trees and rocks around the outside of the map, which kind of holds it all together. But let's get into the details of this map. See how they have managed to... Yeah, mostly works. I was going to criticize these poking out a little bit. I mean, some of them do. Yeah, some of them could do with a little bit more work, but the majority of them, as we go down here, the majority are okay. This I like, a nice little ladder with a makeshift bunker area. This will make for some interesting engagements. This area down here... So it looks a little bit too close to a floater for my liking. Again, you could even get units back here. But again, this is going to be another thing where I'm interested to see how the pathfinding works on this. Oh, yes! You've just gained a couple more points in my book. I love this. I love a little cheeky bunker down there. Somewhere that's just going to be interesting to make like a last stand. Okay, so it looks good. It doesn't look perfect. In fact, actually. Yeah, this looks a little bit... Yeah, I think you've let yourself down here a little bit. Like, this just looks a bit... Man, no! He's got a floater. It was doing so well. So let's get guys in like the furthest reaches, the most obscure locations where, you know, we want to put them where they could get stuck because we want to test whether or not they will get stuck. And let's not forget the bunker down here. Okay, teams are even. Let's begin the battle. I'm really hoping this one is going to work as intended. Okay, so again, you can see how they're kind of attacking all over the map, which makes for a more interesting battle. Wow, except from down here. Oh my god, it's actually a pit of bodies. I love a pit of bodies. Good stuff, lads. Carry on as you were. Okay, down here, these guys are having a bit of a hard time again, leaving the trenches. The paths out of the trenches want to be a little bit more smooth. But I've got to say, like, the actual, if you come down to this level and you look at the map, it looks good. It really does look good. Let's see, is anyone stuck in the trenches? Nobody is stuck in the... Ah, there's one guy right at the end. Rip him. Okay, a couple of guys stuck down there. Let's see, did the guys in the bunker managed to get out? Yes, they did. Okay, so on the whole, the pathfinding works pretty well. Oh my god. I missed whatever happened down there. Oh, I think, is this the last British unit? I think it might be. Oh, he's stuck on this big nasty tree. Oh, what's he taking? He looks absolutely out of this world. Ah, and now he quite literally is out of this world. Again, just like take a little journey with me here. Look at this. The aesthetic on the battlefield, like the look and feel of No Man's Land, absolutely nailed it. It looks great. The pathfinding is not amazing, and the detailing is not perfect. I'm tempted I'm tempted. There are some issues. I'm tempted to give this a 4 out of 5. I'm tempted. Yeah, okay, let's give it a 4 out of 5. But it's close to a 3. It's close to a 3. But yeah, there you go. That was my World War I map review. Subscribe, do it now. Goodbye.